Whoa, look at Air Canada today. It's 5% almost. What's happening with Air Canada? Anyways, if we look at the fundamental bullish event, classic patterns in other events, bearish events, we come down here, we would see 17 bullish cases, and we have 10 bullish, 10 bearish, and 17 bullish. So it's looking good right now. I mean, support found at 17, resistance found at 44. Yeah, this is Air Canada, man. So before we talk about Air Canada, if you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to dig deep on Air Canada. What's the reason why Air Canada went up today, and is it time for you to buy Air Canada? That's what I'm going to talk about at the end of this video. But first, I'm going to market news, see what's happening with them on market today. And if it's the first time, make sure you subscribe on this channel, because on this channel I talk about money, investing, and anything related to your finance. And I believe this is a time for you to be aware of your finance and to get the proper news, and you get that on this channel. So please subscribe, please share, please like a video, whatever you're gonna do. Okay, let's go to the news. What's happening today? So we'll look at major indices today. We look at Hang Seng, S&P, TSX 60, Dow Jones Industrial, S&P 500. We look at pretty much in Canada, and some was just a mixed day. It wasn't really down, wasn't up that much. We'll look at the Canadian indices. He will live in Canada at this moment. Of course, market is closed. The New York is closed. We see a TSX 60, biggest company in Canada today. We're up just a little bit, a nudge of 0.21. Mid cap, which is a mid. This is the small with medium market capitalization, was about pretty much a flat. We come to the major European, like that's the FTSE 100 that in the UK was about 111. Most Europe was a little bit down today. If we come to the US, of course, the S&P 500 was down. Those are the biggest 500 companies in the United States. And when you come to Dow Jones Industrial, which is a 30 biggest industrial companies, like the of course, like Home Depot, Walmart, and those companies. Boeing, they're a little bit up, a little bit, did fairly well. Because market is trending towards, of course, the bigger Dows. When you come to Nasdaq, which is a heavy tech heavy, they're a little bit down a little bit. When you come to Asia Pacific, of course, right now the market is already open. It was up a little bit yesterday, but market is going down for tomorrow. The market already open right there. Because here in North America, of course, we're nighttime. Of course, they're almost in the morning. Markets are open. You can see the flicking here, but we can see and predict and kind of see what's happening, what the market is heading. We can look at tomorrow's future market. S&P 500, we can see is already down. Dow futures a little bit down right now. Of course, Canada, we can see we don't have that. Is about 7%. So VIX is the opposite of S&P 500. So this is called volatility. So whatever usually when market is down, VIX is going up. When the market is up, VIX is going down. So this is kind of indication of saying what the market is heading tomorrow. So just be prepared. And these are the things that look into market and see what's happening, what the market is going to look like. Let's look at the news. What happened in market today? Most active trading companies on Toronto Stock Exchange. This, of course, was about 2%, and we'll see why. Supreme Cannabis, Enbridge, Manulife, Nevada Corporation, Next Source Materials. Those are the companies that were up and were traded really heavily. And company, the news today is Air Canada, of course. What happened is Air Canada today was 5%, and the reason why is because they're supposed to have been approved by yesterday, which is on the 15th, by European Commission for Air Canada to acquire Air Transat. but that didn't happen. And Air Canada say, well, of course, is we now going to extend. So pretty much right now it looks like they're not going to acquire that unless they go into another negotiation, and then there's no parts right now is looking to doing that. So I mean, sentiment is like, of course, I mean, maybe, you know, Air Canada is not spending any money, and these Air Transat anyways, it didn't have any meaningful impact, I think, in terms of the bringing revenue. So whatever, so the stock went up today. But of course, the measure was already approved here in Canada on by Canadian government on February 11th. Also, was a Barrick Gold was up about 2% today, and the reason is because they sold one of their miner in Peru. You know, of course, Laguna Norte. That was one of the mine that did not have meaningful impact based on their revenue, so it didn't bring much, so it's kind of idle. They just sold it, and that, of course, you know, keep the momentum. Maybe company gonna save money that way. The other news was Restaurant Brand International. This is a company that owns Tim Hortons and Dairy Queen and Burger King. You might know this. They are all over United States and Canada and also other places around the globe. You know, I've seen even Tim Hortons in Dubai. So of course, they had this thing, roll the rim. Now they're going more into digital, so that of course is kind of trending of, you know, viewed as if they're going to adopt electronic ways, and that's the way we're going, of course, this time. And by the way, Restaurant Brand is one of those companies. It's one of the core company for you to hold for long term because it's a big company, so it's one of the core. So it's not like a trading and selling now and then. No, you can keep it for long term if you're a long term investor. And Hexo Corporation, Hexo went really big today. Went about 22%, and the reason why it went up is because, of course, they're acquiring Zanabis Global, and it's one of these company that, as I mentioned, and the reason why it went up is because they're acquiring this. That will give them foothold in Europe. And that's a good thing because now marijuana has been legalized in Canada. There's a talk right now in the US they're going to be legalizing it. And once they have that, they can have more footprint in Europe and also domestic, like here in North America. So it's one of the good things, and that's why it went up that heavily, about 22%. So those are one of the news today. And yeah, so, you know, if you want to know more about more of these stocks, I mean, I can talk about them, but for today I'm picking one of these 3 or 4 stocks that are in the news. I'll go with Air Canada today. I'm sure most of you watching this video have heard about Air Canada, or you know about Air Canada. Of course, Air Canada is one of the biggest, not one actually, is pretty much the only air carrier in Canada that carries people, like a transport people within Canada, and also so domestic and also internationally. I mean, we have other companies like WestJet and Sunwings, but those are very small companies, you know. I mean, the second next will be WestJet, it's a little bit bigger, but even then it doesn't have as many fleet as Air Canada it is. So this company has been doing really poorly recently, and it's because of pandemic. And you can see, if we go down here, we can see Air Canada lost about 3.79 billion. You know, that was the revenue. When we compare to what they made last year or year prior, they made about 1.65 billion in profit. But of course, because of COVID, they lost money, right? And it just kind of makes sense that way. But let's go back here. We look at Air Canada volume. How much is traded a day is about, I mean, on average is about 3.9 million, of course, but above average today was about average, because average about 3.9 million, but today was about 7 million, almost double the daily the regular trading volume. High, it was all the way to 45 and in 52 weeks time, and then the lowest was $9. So imagine if you bought at 9 and now it's about 45. That would be good. You made a lot of money. Oh, this Air Canada actually is stock that is nicknamed as millionaire maker stock. because it had made a lot of people rich back in the days when it was really low, and it went up all the way to 50 plus. Market cap of Air Canada about 7 billion, so it's not that huge, but it's something. Earning per share, you can see they're losing money right now, right? Of course, a sector is transportation, industry is airline. You can see the chart right now. Air Canada, so now Air Canada right now it is traded at 23, and I said it was at the lowest, last year was about 9. It went up about 23. So if you look at this, it's almost 50 something percent again. You can say, well, this stock has already had run up, so I don't have to invest in this stock. But wait, look at this. Look at this. Air Canada was almost 50 something, right? So now it's 20. I mean, it has lost almost 90%. So right now stock is about 50% down from its peak. So that gives you indication of the stock has a lot of room to grow. Should you be interested to invest in this stock right now, right? Let's look at analyst research and rating. Short-term sentiment. Sentiment is about bullish evidence. I mean, this is a short term is, people who are looking to just buy and sell. Even those people, they have bullish evidence, meaning they think the stock will go up because it has, as I showed you, it's a 49% down from where it was before, right? Intermediate term, so if you're looking to hold the stock for 1 year, 6 months, whatever it is, look at that. You still have very strong bullish evidence. I mean, people think this stock is going to go up. Long-term sentiment, people who wants to hold it forever until it gets to 100 or something like that. But still look at that. They say, wow, the bullish evidence, right? When you look at analyst valuation, they say it's fair value right now, because some of them, of course, say it's about 26, 29. That's where they're looking into a year from now. We look at the street consensus. It's about strong buy. Everybody's saying just buy the stock, and I can see the reason why. Look at this. This is from CDC. They say compare with the national peak of over 300,000 right cases reported to CDC on January 8th, 2021. The daily number of cases has declined by 69%. The current 23% decrease in the 7-day average number of daily cases reported also provides an encouraging sign of recent progress. So meaning the stock like Air Canada, because of the transportation, and the reason why it's so much down because they're losing money right now is because, of course, people can travel. They cancel their flight to Mexico and other Caribbean. They're not traveling. They don't have as much volume traveling to like Australia, Europe. And because of that, the stock, of course, is down. But now, because it's pandemic and cases are coming down, so hopefully people are looking at cinemas like, oh, what happened? And this is the only carrier we have in Canada. So, of course, when the coronavirus pandemic, all these cases are diminished, that means it's going to be one of those companies to kind of rebound. That's a sentiment that most investors are thinking. And that's the kind of sentiment I'm thinking. Even though I'm not a big fan of airline companies, so be careful. I mean, you can buy. For long term, I think you'll be okay. But for short term, if you buy in this stock, just make sure you have to wait. The stock will go up. So that's it about Air Canada. So if you have any question or what's your opinion about Air Canada, are you planning to buy the stock? Do you think the stock will go up? Do you think it's a bad investment to make right now? So leave your comment below. If you like this video, please like it and share it. And if it's your first time, again, just make sure you subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.